Welcome to the Mayhem News Live Wrestling Broadcast with your host, the Man in Black, a.k.a. Team Iblievs. Each week we're here talking about the wrestling headlines and covering everything from Impact Wrestling to SmackDown. Join us each Tuesday via MayhemNews.com and the Mayhem News Live YouTube channel. You can subscribe to both and keep up with wrestling news and our show.
Welcome to the Mayhem News Live Wrestling Report for 10/6/2014. I am the Man in Black, a.k.a. Team Iblievs, and we are in our mobile unit right now. Had some stuff to do in town, had a little time. Thought I'd go ahead and start some of this, the news that I've heard. First of all, we're going to get to Raw. Normally, I haven't been talking about the shows that much because they hadn't really been that good. But something happened this show that it's kind of, shows that maybe WWE's creative is not all dead or on vacation. And so I'm kind of excited about it. The Rock made his appearance on Raw. Came out and put Rusev in his place. As much as I would like Rusev to go up against Kurt Angle, Rock's okay. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good. The Rock was in rare form, and actually Rusev actually did a little mic thing with Atlanta doing all the talking. I thought that was good. The Rock made some really funny comments. Told her she needed to quit dressing like a Russian streetwalker. I thought that was really funny. I was really excited that the crowd, it was probably had to be one of the best kept secrets that week, because nobody knew. Nobody knew that literally The Rock was going to show up. Nobody. There was no signs. There was no things, hey, we want The Rock. Nothing. And when the music hit, the crowd was like, holy crap. They even had a holy shit chant during the middle and they didn't bleep it. That's what's funny. It was great. It was something that they needed to start doing. And we're going to talk about that a little more later in the show, things that they should be doing. That's what this show is going to be about. Not much news, because I am traveling. I am, doing some stuff in town today. So, but I just wanted to say it was great to see The Rock. It was great. They're talking about maybe Rusev versus The Rock at WrestleMania or one of the other coming up, pay-per-views. I really hope we don't have to build up that big, but then again, it might be interesting. I will apologize for my voice. My sinuses have finally started to hit. That's one reason why my lips are chapped. So I'm not wearing lipstick. My lips are really, really chapped. So, and my voice is kind of, so if I sound like Barry White, it's okay. Cause, I got, issues. Moving right along. But like I said, the crowd was into it. He did the thing where, I need you to do two things. One, know your role. And then the crowd actually said, shut your mouth. It was great. It was awesome. I was really excited about that. And, for a while, I thought, well, Rusev doesn't talk, but everybody's got to remember, this is a guy who graduated from Knox Pro. I don't think he ever actually wrestled in the Territory League. I know that he was trained at Knox Pro. We'll do some research into his background a little more. But it was really breathtaking. And then the thing that really excited me as a parent of a special needs child and a parent of a friend and family member of people who have had cancer, to see The Rock get out, jump over the railing just to say hello to cancer survivors and actually get out over into the crowd to say something to someone in a wheelchair and hug the little boy with Down syndrome. I can't say it enough that kind of made my heart pound a little better, because, most of those guys, may have family. They seem to truly care when it comes to stuff like that. So it was a great scene. I'm glad they show that. I'm glad they didn't cut commercial. And then, we had to see it on some YouTube video later. Hey, guess what happened when Raw, what you didn't see on Raw. We got to actually see it this time. Now, I did think that the two women from the Today Show was the downfall of the whole first part of the show. even putting them with the party people and stuff. I think that was a stupid segment. Kathy Lee Gifford is an idiot, and I can't stand that other woman. It's or Hoda, whatever her name is. I think they made fun of the fight for cancer. I thought they should have been serious about it. It just seemed I'd rather seen Cena come out and talk about it than them. I just thought it was, if I guarantee the ratings were crap during that segment. But as far as that, The Rock made the whole show, in my opinion. Now, sorry. Things that WWE needs to do to make our TV experience better. For one thing, you need to hire some more folks. Okay, yeah, Vince McMahon lost a little money. It's not the first time. It won't be the last. But you need to get some people. Back to my list. Top 3, okay? Top 3 people that Hunter Hearst Helmsley or Paul Levesque or whatever his name is, Triple H, whoever, whatever you want to call him, things that he needs to do. He needs to literally break his neck, both arms and legs, trying to get to Sting, Chance Prophet, and AJ Styles. Those 3 people, he ought to have a group of 20 people apiece doing his best to get those people to sign with the WWE. The stuff that you have, the people that you have, need help because your creative is obviously not doing anything. And in my opinion, it's because you and Stephanie are still trying to make yourself fit in. You can't stand the fact that you actually might one day be in the background and nobody talk about you. You are not Vince McMahon. You're trying to be relevant. That's your problem. You need to hire folks. These next stars that you let sit in next and in the just sit over there and train and never bring anybody up. I mean, you let go people that have been there for 2 years, almost 3. Quit trying to make yourself relevant. That's the thing. WWE needs to tell Triple H, look, if you're going to be Triple H, get out of the suit and get in the ring and be Triple H. But if you're going to be Paul Levesque and you're going to take over with your wife from Vince McMahon one day, then that's who you need to be. Vince McMahon got in the ring when ratings were needed. That's it. Nobody needs you to be hinted around that you can jump in the ring. Because frankly, it's not worth paying for. Okay? And as much as I dislike Lesnar, as much as I can't stand Lesnar, at least Lesnar is still an in-ring performer. Okay? He almost turns blue, but hey, he does get in the ring and perform. And he sweats like a hoe in church, but hey, seriously, move on. All right, something else WWE needs to do. They need to start surprising people again. What happened to run-ins? What happened if you got a bad guy beating up a good guy? What happened to 4 or 5 people coming out there and stopping it? It gets old. We need run-ins. We really do. This is something that excites us. And WCW proved it. Because almost every show, they had a run-in. And they beat you. They beat the Vince McMahon. They beat him. Okay? So here's what you need to do. You need to start doing surprises again. You need to stop fooling around with this same old stuff. Take that drawer that you've been pulling these same storylines out of. Stop borrowing from TNA. And yes, I'm talking to myself. Stop borrowing from TNA. I mean, the thing with Daniel Bryan and his wife. See, you dropped that real quick because we all picked up on it. We all picked up on the fact that it was the same storyline with AJ Styles and Dixie Carter. I mean, the only thing difference is Daniel Bryan wasn't supposedly cheating with Stephanie. But anyway, that's one thing they need to do. Start doing surprises. Get some people in there that haven't wrote for a big show before. Sit down and let them brainstorm. You know, hey, I'm free. Let me know. I'll text you my number. You can call me. I know a couple of other people. Hell, David Hero, GLCW. I'm pretty sure David would love to give his thoughts and feelings on some of your storylines. Hell, all you got to do is watch the PWR show. He does it every week, 2 times a week. All right. We did not have an earthquake. The phone fell. All right, moving right along. All right. So here's what he needs. That's the one thing they need to do. Okay. Stop being safe as far as it comes to storylines. Quit reusing crap just because you can. You've let people like, of course, now Beth Phoenix left because more likely I think she's worried about her neck getting hurt. But you let people leave that would make it interesting. Stop treating the divas like you did the tag titles for almost 2 years. And this thing about the people that own the diva show can't be the thing, that puts too much of a hindrance. Okay? If the show films too early, film it at the same time. Do something. But you got to start doing something with the Divas division. Because I'll be honest, the way you're doing it right now, other than if Natalya and a couple others are wrestling, it's piss break time. Pretty much. Everybody gets up and goes to the bathroom. But just the top three people that are on my list would make WWE TV more interesting. I don't know if you know who Chance Prophet is, but to see Chance Prophet come out and do some of the stuff that I've seen him on YouTube do, and do some of those promos that he does, it's good TV, man. I don't know why the guy hasn't got a contract already. Bring him in. Leave his character alone and let him be the person that he's been for all these years. And then get on the phone and get Rodriguez back, except we don't want WWRW, whatever his name is. We don't want a ring announcer. We want to wrestle. You say, well, he was putting on weight. Really? Well, if he's not wrestling, what do you expect? If he's sitting up there holding Del Rio's nutsack all day, what do you expect? I mean, what do you expect? He's not having to train. He's not wrestling. And you send him, you do the smart thing. You send him to the performance center, and then, he can't keep the weight off. Well, had to stop the big show. Get a grip. And last time I checked Triple H, them Photoshop photos of you in them muscle magazines, last time I checked, you don't actually look like that either. So get a life. Hell, it didn't stop Rikishi. Hell, Rikishi can wrestle damn circles around your ass. No pun intended. So, get a life. Get him back here. Bring Sting in. He doesn't have to face The Undertaker. There's plenty of other. Hell, damn Sting versus Bray Wyatt sounds brilliant. At one point in time, they were both dark characters. Hey, ding, 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 hello. If The Undertaker's not wrestling, hey, that's good to him. He's earned his dues. He's paid his dues. So what? Sting is still there. He can still wrestle. AJ Styles is probably one of the best acrobatic wrestlers that's not a luchador that I've ever seen. Is he in WWE? No, he's wrestling the indies because Triple H is an idiot. Or whoever makes the final decision. Every once in a while they say, well, Triple H is in charge of talent, and well, no Vince McMahon is. Y'all need to make up your mind. Y'all need to quit being Two-Face and be Joker. All right. But those three people would make WWE TV so good. There's so many female indie wrestlers that would make this, that are actually wrestlers and not eye candy. See, I can't say that about the Bella Twins anymore because they stepped up their game. So Big Thor Dog or Big Dog will he will actually, one of the actual co-stars of when we were on Blog Talk Radio and on Google Plus, he came in on audio a couple of times. He will be proud to hear me say that I actually give the Bellas a little more credit now because they can actually wrestle. They are actually wrestling. They stepped up their game. Took them a while, but hey, it's good. And as much as I didn't like the little one in the Funkadactyls, the decision she made to go back to the NXT, much respect, because it takes a lot to say, well, I'm on TV now, but I don't feel it. I want to be a valet. I want to actually wrestle. So she went back to NXT, even though it could have been her career. Hey, if she was a guy, that's big cojones. So hey, big ovaries. I think they're talking about splitting the brides up. Hey, that's fine. You didn't really actually use them except for muscle. So why not break them up? I think all three would be, you're not using the other two guys. You're not using the two big guys in their tag division anymore. So why not? But, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. But that's mainly what they need to do to make our TV experience better. To keep people from saying, just DVR it. I used to watch Raw live. I even used to watch SmackDown live. But now I watch everything on DVR because I want to be able to fast forward through the crap. I now have to put a filter on because I don't want to see crap. When it's crap, now I'm not talking about the stuff as far as the wrestlers put on in the ring. I'm talking about the crap the creative puts into the wrestlers that they don't have no choice but to do. And yeah, they are wrestlers. Even though they're superstars, they are wrestlers. That's what they do. So here's what you need to do. Either Vince or Triple H or whoever, I don't care who it is, you need to pull your head out of the ass, okay? And you need to start listening to people. You don't have to listen to people in the universe. There's enough people who work for WWE that are wrestling fans that can do you enough to make your shows better. I'm not going to stop watching because, that would be like not watching TNA because, well, Sting's gone, AJ Styles is gone. I pick up the news on them mainly because, I report the news. But their shows are just so weird. I can't stand Dixie Carter. I'm sorry. And I kind of wish that, Jeff Jarrett and his friend would actually bought it and they would have got rid of her. But they didn't because, God forbid she not have something to do. Well, this has been the Mayhem News Live Wrestling Broadcast. I am the Man in Black, a.k.a. Team Mib Lives. And thank you for joining us on our mobile unit. And may have to do a couple more of these. The show kind of flowed along. So thanks for watching. Always check out our sponsors at the end of the show. And I thank everybody for watching. Thank you.
Welcome to the Mayhem News Live Wrestling Broadcast with your host, the Man in Black, a.k.a. Team Mib Lives. Each week we're here talking about the wrestling headlines and covering everything from Impact Wrestling to SmackDown. Join us each Tuesday via MayhemNews.com and the Mayhem News Live YouTube channel. You can subscribe to both and keep up with wrestling news and our show.